After a full day of debate, the Toronto Police Services Board has approved a nearly $50 million raise for police. At issue during today's board meeting was whether increasing the police budget by even $1 more will make the city safer. Community advocates argued the safest cities are not those with the most police.
This service remains one of the leanest policing organizations on this continent when compared with other large urban police services.
The total ask is $48.3 million, or a 4.3% bump compared to 2022. That would bring the service's budget to just over $1.1 billion. The increase is backed by Mayor John Tory, even though the city is potentially facing a $1.4 billion shortfall this year. Chief Myron Demkew defended the bigger budget as necessary to improve response times. Most of the money would go towards hiring 200 new frontline officers. The board says there are 600 fewer officers than there were in 2010.
How quickly a police officer gets to your door when it's an emergency, or how long you wait to speak to a call taker when you call 911. When those metrics tell us that we can't adequately meet the demand in a growing city, we have a responsibility to ask for the investment and resources we need.
Those addressing the meeting argued the crisis begins long before a 911 call is made, due to chronic underfunding of the social supports that can help address the root causes of crime, like housing and mental health.
There is real harm in this proposal. Every additional dollar that the TPS takes is a dollar drained from our communities, our social supports, and our families.
Is there any evidence to support the idea that beefing up enforcement can lead to safer cities?
On the whole, simply hiring more police officers is not going to solve issues related to crime and violence to the extent that they exist in a very safe, for most people, city like Toronto, and may exacerbate problems of over-policing.
As others pointed out, Toronto can't police its way out of fixing even the most basic services.
Our trash cans are overflowing, our water fountains are broken, public bathrooms are not accessible, people can't access health supports when they need it, and yet here we are talking about policing and potentially charging people with criminal offenses when all they're trying to do is live in the city. And that is not just illogical, it's actually cruel.
Council will have the final say when the budget process begins tomorrow. At Toronto Police Headquarters, Caryn Ceolin, City News.